This is your weekly reading for the week of April 16th through April 22nd. And Earth signs. Okay, so the oracle card that I pulled for y'all is Triumphant Success. So for this week, Earth sign spirit is asking you to prioritize seeing yourself on top of the mountain hill. Okay, on the mountaintop. Spirit really wants you to visualize yourself standing on the mountaintop, earth signs. Spirit is showing me that you need to know that you need to connect with this version of yourself that is heroic. Like there's a hero in you, and spirit really wants you to connect with this heroic version of yourself because it is the version of yourself that is going to lift you up. Okay, so spirit really wants you to connect with that part of yourself so that you can hear, so that you can see how you got yourself to the mountaintop. Okay, earth signs, because some of you are having a hard time being able to tap into, being able to accept that you pulled yourself up out of the trenches. All right. Spirit is saying, yes, you did it for you. You did it for you. Nobody else did it for you. You did it for you, but you are kind of having a hard time accepting that or seeing that or understanding that you're the one who's doing it for yourself. It's like you're looking at yourself and there's just a lot of doubt in your mind whenever it comes to who you are, earth signs. And this may have to do with childhood wounds. If somebody didn't really um, nurture you, earth signs, in the way that you needed to be nurtured on a mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical level, in whichever way, spirit is saying this is part of the reason why you're not able to connect with that part of yourself that is the hero, right? Because um, you didn't real that wasn't nurtured. Nobody really nurtured that aspect of yourself. And so spirit really wants you to prioritize seeing yourself on the mountaintop, but also prioritize nurturing that part of yourself. So, kind of similar to the air signs reading, spirit is asking you, earth signs, to work with affirmations, to create your own affirmations and speak affirmations over yourself that speak to this heroic version of who you are. All right. So, really give yourself permission to create affirmations, to Google some affirmations. You can reach out to me by using the link in the description. So that I can create affirmations for you if that's something that you would desire. But that's your priority for this week, okay? Giving yourself permission to see yourself on the mountaintop because you have what it takes to get yourself there, okay? You just have to give yourself permission to believe that. You have to give yourself permission to nurture that part of yourself, all right? Okay, and then we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. So, Spirit is calling you out of, okay, Spirit's calling you out of something. Here's what Spirit is calling you out of. Spirit is calling you out of the attitude, calling you out and away from the attitude, the perspective, the mindset that says, woe is me. Okay, earth signs, letting go of that narrative. Woe is me. Earth sign, spirit is saying, let that narrative go. Okay. It is forward motion, is what we have here with the Eight of Wands. Forward motion. Spirit is calling you onward. Spirit is calling you away from that mindset, away from that attitude. And spirit is calling you towards embrace the new life. You have to let go of the woe is me. So that is what you are going to be faced with this week, as far as, spirit asking you to surrender something. That's what spirit is going to be asking you to surrender. So if that comes up for you throughout the week, if you find yourself in that space of feeling woe is me, and you watch this reading, you can listen. There's no judgment. There's no looking at your woe is me attitude and judging it, criticizing yourself for it. The reason why it's going to be coming up quite a bit this week, is because Spirit is calling you away from that. Okay, so your job, Earth signs, is to observe yourself in those moments so that you can listen to how you need to nurture yourself in those moments. All right. So, with the Eight of Wands, Spirit is calling you to new horizons. All right. And the new horizons have been on your tail for a very long time, but the woe is me attitude has kept you in separation from the new horizons, right? It's kept you at like an arm's length. Here's the new horizon and you're over here, and it's just all it is one more step and you're there, right? But the woe is me attitude is holding you back. So this week Spirit is asking you to surrender that, because they're calling you onward, okay? They're calling you forward. They're calling you to new horizons. And then we have the Seven of Coins. I think this has come up in both of the readings that I've done so far, fire signs and air signs. But we have the Seven of Coins. Okay, so right now, the energy, because I know that the Seven of Coins has come up in the fire signs reading, and I believe it came up in the air signs reading. I believe so. But so the energy here, okay, for you, mm, okay, earth signs. What is the seven? Be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Okay, that is the message, earth signs, through the Seven of Coins. Be patient with the process, right? So it feels like you tend to get a little bit frustrated at yourself, is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you have this tendency to get frustrated with yourself. And spirit is definitely showing me that that's a behavior pattern of yours that you need to release, that you need to surrender, that you need to let go of. So there's a lot. Okay, yep, there's a this week, earth signs, there's a lot of surrendering that needs to take place. Okay, spirit is really calling you into surrender this week. All right, surrendering the woe is me attitude. What I'm hearing right now through the Seven of Coins is surrendering frustration, right? Stop getting frustrated with yourself, because this frustration leads to the woe is me. All right, so the Seven of Coins is asking you to be patient with yourself. Through the Seven of Coins, Spirit is saying, listen, the harvest is plentiful. The harvest is plentiful. And in order for you to receive, in order for you to reap what you've sown, right? Spirit is asking you to calm down, slow down, trust the process, because the process for you right now, it's looking like the process for you right now is all about bringing this stuff up, like stuff that you've probably looked at and dealt with before. And the frustration comes with you, earth signs, whenever things that you've worked through before previously come up, and it's coming up again, and you're like, but I've already worked through that. And so then you find yourself getting frustrated. And so then you fall into woe is me. And Spirit just wants you to know that it's just coming up, because now it's time for you to surrender the old version of yourself. It's time for you to look at the old version of yourself and give thanks. Offer gratitude for this older version of yourself, that was living with this woe is me mindset, because it got you to where you are. Okay, so definitely the Seven of Coins. Spirit wants you to know that you are supported, and I think that's part of the reason why you don't necessarily surrender 100%, earth signs, is because you're like, if I give up this part of myself, where's the support? Is the support going to be there? Who's going to support me if I give up this, if I surrender in this way? That's one of the questions that lingers in your mind, and Spirit wants you to know that we got your back. The universe is always conspiring on your behalf. Read The Alchemist. Okay? But yeah, Wow, lots of surrender, lots of surrender, lots of surrender, earth signs. Surrender. That's the message for you, right? That's what I'm feeling super heavy is surrender, right? You have to surrender the woe is me attitude. You have to surrender the frustration in order to be able to see yourself on the mountaintop, in order for you to be able to connect with that version of yourself that's the hero in your story. You are the hero in your story. And then we have the Two of Coins. Okay, Two of Coins. Again, looking at for you, then we have this energy coming in of security, okay, groundedness, being centered, feeling at home. Okay, the Two of Coins, Spirit is asking you a very important question through the Two of Coins, and Spirit is saying to you, when are you going to decide? Oof. When are you going to decide? When are you going to decide to accept? When are you going to accept that you are enough, earth signs? When are you going to accept that you are enough? Because this idea, this mindset that you're imperfect, okay, is causing you to be a little bit imbalanced. There's some imbalance there. Um, it's causing you to be a little bit, well, there is this you being unsure of yourself. And again, like I was saying, you not being able to see yourself as the hero in your story, you not being able to see yourself on the mountaintop. Okay. And so the Two of Coins is coming in and saying, Spirit is really wanting to help you ground into yourself. Okay. And so the Two of Coins coming in is saying, we need you to decide. We need you to choose. Okay. We need you to choose which aspect of yourself you're going to, which aspect of yourself are you going to let be in control? Okay, Spirit is saying it's time to choose because we're calling you to new life. We're calling you to new horizons. And you have to make a choice. You can't take both of these aspects with you. Okay, it doesn't mean that you don't acknowledge every aspect of yourself. It just means that you're choosing every day, you're making the choice daily in every moment to ground into the truth. Okay, to ground into the truth, to let go of the false narratives, to let go of the false stories, to let go of the frustration, to let go of the woe is me, so that you can ground into the truth. I am that I am. Okay, all right. Trying to feel and see if there's anything else that wants to come through for the Two of Coins. I feel like there is a little bit that's there wanting to come through with the Two of Coins. No, yeah, I spoke to the imbalance that's there and it being there because you just have to make a decision. So we'll move on from the Two of Coins. But Earth signs, this is a great, I want to say to you that this is a great reading because, and I also what I want to say is that trust the process. Going back to the Seven of Coins, be patient, trust the process because and surrender what you're being asked to surrender because new horizons, okay? New horizons. And you deserve it. Listen, you deserve it. No matter what your backstory is, no matter what your history is, no matter where you've been or where you haven't been, no matter where you come from, you deserve you deserve to experience the new horizons. You deserve to experience new life, okay? You deserve to experience a full, ripe, beautiful, plentiful, harvest. Okay, earth signs. And again, you are the hero in your story, and you have to be available to assist God in giving that to yourself. All right. Okay, let's look at, if I can get the card, let's look at Capricorn's clarifying card. Capricorn, we have for you the Five of Swords. Okay, Five of Swords is your clarifying card, Capricorn. Well, right now I'm seeing there are no enemies, Capricorn. There are no enemies. There are no enemies. Okay, there's no enemies in your story. There are only assistance. Okay, everybody that has had a hand in your story has assisted you in you getting to where you are, Capricorn. No matter what role they played or how they showed up or how they didn't show up, they they played a significant role in you getting to where you are. So spirit really wants you to let go of the idea or the thought, Capricorn, that there's a such thing as enemies, because there's not. Or also they want you to let go of the idea that people abandoned you. Okay. Because nobody abandoned you. Nobody abandoned you. Nobody, you have not been abandoned. Okay. And you have not been abandoned. You are being supported 100%. You are being supported. And if you can let go of the idea that you've been abandoned, um, I think you'll be able to embrace life more fully, right? And you'll be able to embrace deeper connections that are more in alignment with who you really are, rather than staying on the surface, right? You like to stay on the surface, Capricorn, in order to protect yourself, and spirit is saying we have to let go of that. Okay, that's something that they're asking you to surrender. All right. And then Taurus, let's look at your clarifying card. You have the Devil. You have the Devil, Taurus. This is your clarifying card. Whew. And the Devil, Taurus, the Devil. More, there's some indecision here. Yeah, indecision, or the word forcefulness is coming up. It feels like, Taurus, it just feels like you're forcing. There, yeah, I can feel, okay, so I'm seeing like tug of war. I'm seeing tug of war. And you, Taurus, are on this side. Okay. Your spirit is on this side. Your ego is on the other side. And y'all are playing tug of war, right? Okay. And so get into your heart. Get into your heart, Taurus. Get into your heart. Get into your heart. Okay. Get into your heart. Again, you are the hero in your own story. And um, you are the hero in your own story, Taurus. And so get into your heart so that you can see, listen, hear how you need to, what do you need to let go of? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to release, Taurus? What do you need to stop forcing? Why are you forcing is the question that's coming through. Why are you forcing? Why are you forcing, Taurus? Spirit is saying, do you not trust God to provide for you what it is that you need? Spirit is saying, Taurus, do you not trust God? Do you not trust God? That's the question. That's the question. So surrender the act of forcing, Taurus. Okay? Your ego is on this side. Spirit is pulling on this side. And really, Spirit just wants to meet you right here, right? Right here. So get into your heart, Taurus. Get into your heart and decide. 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 Make a decision. Make a decision. Because I guarantee you what you'll find is that the life that God is creating for you, the life that God is calling you into, is 100 times better and more aligned than the life that you're forcing. Okay. And then Virgo, let's look at your clarifying card. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. Don't overthink it, Virgo. Don't overthink it. All right. That's what I'm hearing for you. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Because when you overthink it, that's when you fall into the woe is me. Okay. When you overthink it, that's when you fall into the woe is me. That's whenever you fall into blame. That's whenever you fall into pointing fingers. And really, okay, this is for you, earth signs. This is for you, Virgo. Oh, since for the last couple of days, I've just been hearing in my spirit, in love, nothing is out of order. In love, nothing's out of order. So for you, earth sign or Virgo, whenever you start overthinking, that's when you fall into the what was me, right? And that's whenever you start to create the chaos. That's when you start to create the chaos. Okay, but Spirit wants you to adopt the perspective that says, in love, nothing is out of order. Okay, because what that does is it gives you the opportunity to stay curious, Virgo. It gives you the opportunity to stay open. It gives you the opportunity to stay vulnerable to life and available to how things are flowing. Okay, so in love, nothing is out of order. All right, Earth signs, that's your weekly reading for the week of April 16th through April 22nd. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being present, for listening to what it is that Spirit had to offer through me. I really appreciate your support. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you enjoyed what was shared here, if it resonated, let me know in the comments. And if you would like to receive a more personalized reading, you can use the link in the description to do that. And also, if you want assistance with creating affirmations for you to work with as you move throughout this week, that link is also in the description. I love you all, and I will see you next week.